Alrighty. Hey there, everyone. So before I start, I feel like I should give some background because there's a little bit to talk about. Hold on, what? Okay, it's extremely delayed. Okay, cool. Good to know. But either way, a little bit of background. So I've had this idea for a Ace Attorney fan game for a while now. It's been heavily inspired by well, first of all, I feel like I should say, much like on here, I have an Ace Attorney character as my Twitch channel, which, as a few of you guys probably know, is Matt on Guard. And I decided, you know what, let's start because I wanted to make a fan game a while ago for this, but I didn't know what to do. So I started off with Ace Attorney Online. And to be honest, I liked doing Ace Attorney Online. Ace Attorney Online was kind of simple. It wasn't that hard to get the grasp of. You really just had to play around with it and see how exactly you wanted to handle making it in that engine, which is great if you have the time to fiddle around with that sort of stuff. I don't. So then I decided, after a long while of deliberation and figuring out what exactly I wanted to do with the project, I figured I wanted to do it in Pyrite. Well, Godot Write if you're newer to the community, but Pyrite was its original name. But either way, I already have a little bit of the coding started. Like I'm starting to code out the description for the badge. I'm basically just giving it the good old college try until I get a functioning build of at least the first case. I might release the first case as a standalone thing just to let people try it out while I'm working on the rest of it. Now, admittedly, I'll probably do a lot of playtesting myself, but I might release it publicly as just a thing that people can playtest. And if they find something wrong with it, well, hey, my Discord's always open. As a matter of fact, I don't have it set up here because I'm relatively new to streaming on PC well, PC, quote unquote, um, on YouTube, but on Discord, or on Twitch, I do have a Discord command set up. So all you gotta do is go in, put in exclamation mark Discord, gives you the link, bada bing, bada boom. And I'm pretty sure yes, I did change that. Okay, cool. Because a few days ago, well, not a few days ago, it's probably been like a month or two now, but a few days ago, I did change how exactly I had the description over here. So my Twitch is linked there, although it's not technically linked. Yeah, you get it. It's the name is really all that matters in that. But so you know, I feel like this is gonna be a long process just getting the first case down, and it is gonna be your well semi-standard 5 case setup. I won't go into many details yet, but I will say I have some big plans. I have a few different people who I want help with, and if anyone out there is willing to do like custom sound effects and stuff like that, or like art, music. I I will say this though, I will not be able to pay. I don't have the money for that. This is just a passion project. It's something I've wanted to do for a while now, and I'd like to tackle it like head on solo, but I don't have experience in art. I do digitally somewhat, not very good, but I do have a little bit of experience. Um, but either way, I guess let's just go and start getting our code on. Let's see here. What do I want the description to be? I swore I had this written down. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna see if I do have it written down anywhere. By the way, sorry if this is gonna be like painful to some people who have used Pyrite slash Godot Right for so long. I haven't. I'm just starting. I literally have a tutorial pulled up, but I guess let's just say. Oh wait, I haven't clicked in. Oops. But yeah. Also, for anyone who's curious, yes, I am doing this on a Steam Deck. Crap. Thought I could have swore I pressed S, but apparently it didn't. Okay, I guess I'll just use that as a placeholder till I figure out what I actually originally had written. But yeah, admittedly, it's probably not gonna be the best quality of the stream to be 100% with anyone who ends up watching this. I don't really have a mic or anything that I can use, so I'm sincerely sorry about that. But it's not really something I can help. Okay, so that's followed by dollar signs. Gotcha. So if I wanted to do say set mg. Now I'm trying to write this in a way that isn't going to give away exactly what this is about or who it's about. Oh wait, I've just realized I have to put down the name here. But I'm sure you can tell by me using the initials MG what this is, who this is, if you played the original game or if you even have glanced at my Twitch. So same basic idea for the rest of it, just enter set, no, not sir, with an E, set MG pick. Okay, now to find the picture for the character. I'd say it's probably not in EV. Well, I mean that is evidence, so I guess maybe it would be. I have no idea. I guess if worst comes to worst, I could always use the the silhouette as a stand-in for okay, so it doesn't seem like it's in here. Maybe it's in port, because port is where the characters are, so hold up. Let me sort by name. This makes it descending, but I can deal with it. I'm not seeing it. Where on earth is the evidence picture for characters? Because I downloaded the art pack as all. Well, hold on. I might just do this as I check. Yep, that's not even being used right now. Anyways, as I was saying, I might just do this so I can check if it didn't extract everything or something. Cause that'd just be my luck. um okay, art pack. Or nope, that's where all the character stuff is. Okay. EV. No, it would appear not to be in there either. So, what am I to do about photos? Because this art pack doesn't have evidence photos for, like, character profiles. Okay. I might just try to find them online. I feel like that's probably my best bet. Okay, gonna do a real quick search. Okay. Um, I have no idea. Because, well, yeah, I probably could just go in and be like, oh, I can just download the Madame Guard picture off the internet. A, I don't know if it'd be in the right format. B, I don't know exactly which specific version I should get. I would guess probably the 3D trilogy. Okay, visit. I'm going to the Ace Attorney wiki, which is not a place I go often. Not due to any specific reason, just because I really don't have much of a reason to usually go there. Okay, gotcha. There we go. Now that I know that that's what I'm gonna have to do for the majority of the characters I'm gonna need to use, that makes things a little more complicated, but admittedly not impossible. Okay, art, EV. And then wait, where did I was about to say, can I not paste it? Okay, that's what it's called. Gonna commit that to memory. Oh, wait, I've just realized I forgot to turn this back up. Oh god, I'm so screwed right now. Sorry about that, y'all. Anyways, so I feel like maybe I should go into a little bit of detail of what this is actually about, because I feel like that's pretty important. So basically, it's a what if universe where, okay, so it's a what if scenario, of what if Matt was put into the shoes of a lawyer, not willingly, but made to do it. Because I figure Matt Engarde as a villain was extremely cunning and very willing to use underhanded tactics, much like how he dealt with Juan. Probably should have said spoilers now that I'm thinking about it. Anyways, I digress. He always felt like a character who like I said, extremely cunning, willing to use underhanded methods. And I felt, what if Shelley, after his trial, said, okay, you know what? I'm gonna get you to defend me. Okay. So, Shelley, while Matt's in prison, calls him and is like, hey, I need you to defend me. And Matt's like, no, I'm done with this. No. But Shelley puts up two things that extremely tempts Matt. Well, one thing that tempts Matt and the other that straight up threatens him. But either way, Shelley, he says, all right, well then I'm gonna take your cat, Shu, as ransom. Which, first of all, is the thing that threatens him, obviously. And then the other thing is, if everyone who has ordered a hit through me, if everyone who is associated with me gets off, then you are safe from me. And Matt, obviously, knowing Shu's in danger, the one and only thing he cares about, obviously, he says, okay, I'll do it. And the first case is him kind of getting his bearings on the exact way to present himself in court. That sort of deal. Then, as the story progresses, there's going to be a whole lot more weird happenings, and it all culminates in the fifth case, where I'm not going to spoil it, but I got some exciting things planned. Anyways, enough of me giving background. Let me continue coding. At least to get enough for the very beginning. Because at the very beginning, we need the lawyer's badge for, evidence. Lawyer's badge, transceiver, a broken bottle, And then for profiles, we need Matt, Furio, Shelly, Larry, Phoenix, and I don't know. Would Shu, could I give Shu his own profile? I don't think so. I don't think I'll do that. I think I might. Well, actually, yeah, probably. Because I can already see, like, obviously we'll have the regular, here's my attorney's badge, which proves that I am a lawyer sort of confrontations where you just present random shit to someone and you get like some weird bit of dialogue. I have a feeling we'll also do that with Shu. Okay, so I'm gonna guess in is new line. I don't know though because it doesn't actually. Okay, so after this, you make another intro.txt. Okay, so what I might do just to start things is I'll start by writing Matt's standard, like, or Matt's, like, Matt as a character, the badge, and that's how we'll start things. Just to get through this little bit of coding that we have to do. And then I'll go to intro, and then, or I'll go to the second intro. Let's see here. Okay, so actually I might just do, like, how they have it here, where it's, like, age. Age. So, I feel like I should say it like this before anything else, right? So, given as this is a what if sort of deal, and a story that won't exactly be adhere to the canon, it's something that all of us, not only you guys, but me, I also have to keep in mind. Is that things in this universe kind of take place in a weird spot if you're actually going based off of lore. But this is like a entirely separate thing. So it takes place technically in between the second and third game. But it also kind of takes place after it's a weird thing. But essentially what you guys need to know is, well, actually no, it takes place after the third game. But in between the third game and Apollo Justice. And it branches off from the third game's, specifically the third case of the third game. It branches off from that, where it shows what could have happened potentially during that case if, well, Matt was overseeing it, and if Tigray happened to have hired Shelley to get rid of someone pretty important. Anyways, before I go any further, time to rely on pretty good, or my main source for the majority of this, which is gonna be the wiki. Just sucks I have to view it like this and then also have like a million ads. Oh man, my Steam Deck is chugging. What? No thank you. Okay, so I'll put him at 23. Okay. Then so this it'll be like a 3-line description where it's like, so first of all, age, gender, and then it'll be a little description. I refreshing like a okay. Now I'm gonna file. No. That's not what I'm meaning to do. File, save. And now that we have that, we go back to here, which we go into not watching Turnabout. That's a later. And we close this out. Then we make new text file. Call it intro. Said call it intro. So I will say, I don't mean this to be like any sort of tutorial in the slightest. I know just about as little as anyone does on this. I'm just following what this says. Set underscore text box wrap underscore. Wait, is it underscore after that? No. Okay. I don't know why I closed that. False. Set text box underscore lines 30. Add ev fake foils. Add ev img. Yeah, okay. I probably will follow what this guy says and do it in order of when the player sees them. Okay. So, now I'm gonna test it and make sure it doesn't catch fire. Because I would not be surprised at this point. Oh wait, I gotta save that first. Save. I'm just doing this really to test because I'm a little afraid. Irate. And then we run irate IDE. Could not find a pirate game. Let's. Maybe maybe it's because it's not finished. I have no idea. I don't know how this works. Okay. So yeah, it's probably just that it's not finished. Which, to be honest, I probably should have thought of that. uh, you gotta overlook me sometimes. I'm a little stupid. Not a little, a lot stupid. But that's kind of besides the point. Okay, gonna close that down because I don't need it open right now. But either way, here is honestly, here's hoping that. Oh, nope, did not mean to open that. Cool. Man, I suck at this. Anyways. Let's see here. Oh yeah, that's right. I can close this out now. Now, let's start with the dialogue. Okay, so I see how this is probably gonna go. Okay, so I think scene one for me is probably gonna be a recap of the end of um Farewell My Turnabout. Okay. So make a new file and make a new text file and whatever one you're doing first, which in this case it is Turnabout of the Tiger. Call it scene 1 dot bullets. Guess K Ray will work fine. Even though that I don't, yeah, that's not the one that I usually use. I think it's Kate, I believe. Open with, yeah, it is Kate. Okay, cool. Yeah. Anywho, okay. I feel like before I even start going further, I'm gonna start by getting the other characters I need. Okay, so let's see here. You. Nope, we're not talking about. I mean, literally, Shoe, as in Matt's cat. Well, actually, I think that's already here. I don't need to worry about that. Um, yeah, Shelly, Dick Killer, Sprite Gallery. Nope. I swear, hate I hate this so much trying to get this closed. Oh my, go away, please. Okay, mug shots. You know what? Just to make things easier on me, I'm gonna put it into the EV folder. Okay, so there we go. There's that. Let's get your Furio Tigre image gallery. Okay, before I even actually I need to scroll down a little bit in order to get that to show up, but oh my, please just hurry up and give me the arrow to shrink it. Mug shots. Tigre mug shots dot ng. Oh, 10% left. Okay. I'm gonna get my charger. after I save this. Alright, I'm gonna just mute real quick and get my charger. Alright, and we're back. Sorry about that. Let me turn my phone down so it doesn't pick up my mic. Because I had to turn my phone up to see if me muting the mic actually worked. Because I've never actually used that in any sort of capacity. Oh God. Okay. Turn back on the screen. Wait for it to pop up on my phone. Actually, it's probably gonna pop up like. Okay. Yeah, it took it a little bit to pop up, but yeah, well. Okay, let's see here. Larry. Whoa, why is it so laggy? Sorry. Sorry if y'all hear that. Me blowing against the screen. It's because there's like dandruff on my screen. I have kind of bad dandruff and it's getting on the screen. Okay, I'll get this specific Larry. Okay, let's see here. Phoenix Wright, images, mugshots. Can I not just... There we go. Save images. Oh my god. Why is this name so long? Just to make things easier on me, I'm just gonna name it Phoenix underscore Wright. Because what's wrong with having a simplistic name here? I get it, it's to, like, differentiate the original from Trials and Tribulations and the 3D trilogy and every other version, but come on now. You don't need all that. Okay. Save. Now, who else do I need? I think that's all for the beginning. So my goal as of right now is to get the base, so like evidence as a whole set. I think I'll just leave that there because set. Okay, I'm gonna call FMW. Name. Set. Alright. I hope that didn't capture my Wi-Fi names. Okay, no, it didn't. Well, yeah, it kind of did, but oh well, it's fine. I'll probably edit it out. But either way, sorry about that, y'all. I want to change the name of FMW, or the Broken Bottle, and my Wi-Fi decided to act weird, which it does that a lot, to be honest. Oh, chew with 2 years. Okay. What I need is the broken bottle. Where is the broken bottle? I know it's here. I saw it earlier, but is it like down near the bottom? Weirdly enough, it is. Okay, so it's just broken space bottle. Okay, I hope that with this, I don't need to separate each one into individual Like, I don't have to put 2 spaces between each one, because, to be honest, I don't know if I do, if I don't. Because the example that was given only put one item and one character. No, one character profile, but you know what I mean. I guess I also need the autopsy report. Now I'm thinking about it. I don't know why my brain didn't say, yeah, I need the autopsy report. But I'll do that after. I don't know why I put a note. Set Kitty. I'll put shoes Kitty. Name. Set Kitty underscore pick. I think it's also shoe with 2 U's. That's not what I meant to do. Just double checking to be sure. But I'm about 99.9% sure that it is shoe with 2 U's, and that's just what the picture is called. Double checking just to be sure, but I'm pretty sure. Yep, it is just shoe.png. Okay. Also, I've just realized, I said I'd do autopsy report next, but sets AR underscore name. Okay. To avoid spoilers for the first case. Even though that I know whenever this is out, people are probably gonna play it just to see what it's like. And if not, that's no big deal. No water, no harm done. It's water under the bridge. But I still would like to avoid spoilers if at all possible. And before you say, "Oh, you already gave us a spoiler," no, I really didn't. I just said what the base game is like, or what the base story is. Actually, I probably could just have it off like that, and then, first of all, minimize. Because now that I'm thinking about it, I could just call it autopsy report and say, instead of saying whose it is, set AR pick. Okay, so it is just autopsy report. Okay. Set AR. Nope, that's AE. AR underscore desk. Okay, here's probably where I'm gonna have to blur things. Or not blur things, but turn off screen capture so I can write out exactly whose this is and the date and everything. I only do it like this, to be honest, because, like I said, I know if I were watching someone make a game and they just let people see openly what exactly the story is, I don't feel like that would be, well, that great. Or at least I would prefer not to. I don't know. I don't know about you guys, but I don't like when people do that, or when streamers or whatever who are making a game. I don't like when they flat out tell you like exactly what the story is. Okay, so it happened again, I think. It, it disconnected me again, which is a little annoying, but that's okay. Oh, Jesus, we're actually getting viewers. Sorry, this is so unusual for me because, on Twitch, I almost never get anyone who watches these sort of things. Okay. Now, new line. Jesus, 5 people. Huh. Cause. Okay, I will say the cause because I feel like it's kind of obvious from the, from the bit of evidence that I've added already, or I've said I'm gonna add. Hold on, I'm just gonna make sure I'm spelling this. Yes, okay, I am. Cool. Just wanted to make sure. Okay. I'm gonna go and save that. And now that I'm done with that, I'm gonna turn back on the screen capture. Alrighty. Now, get down to brass tacks. Set. Let's see here. Who should I do first? Just in case I do need lowercase. Okay, since I'm done with this, gonna close that out and then pull this over here. Man, there's air in my mouth. Anyways. That's SDK $ underscore pick. Okay, so it is just Shelly. That's SDK $ underscore desk. So my goal, all in all, to be honest with you guys, is to get the baseline stuff done, and then I'll well, get the character list done, and then maybe tomorrow I'll come back and be like, hey, here's the next bit. I don't know yet. I'm still in the process of deciding things. I'm still juggling stuff. Still juggling logistics and all that. And whether or not I want to do this series on YouTube or Twitch, honestly, probably gonna be YouTube. Just just based off of the idea that I feel like I'm getting a few more views here. Hold on. Just to be sure I haven't missed anything, I'm gonna actually, that might be a mistake doing it with this on, because I was gonna go through and spell check, but I'm not gonna do that just yet. Well, I'm gonna do it now, but can I do spell check? Spelling. Automatic spell check. That's what I need. Okay. Now that we've got that out of the way, because I wanted to go through and spell check, make sure I spelled everything right, because I'm a little bad when it comes to that sort of thing. Okay, there we go. I'm back. Sorry about that. I literally wish I could tell you why I'm having so many connection issues. I just always had them on Steam Deck. I've never had it on console. Well, sometimes, but like not crazy like I do here. I feel like that's a really good description for Furio Tigre. Just New York personified. Like all of New York rolled into one man. That's Furio. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna save what I've got now, and then I'm gonna end stream, and we'll next time I'll be done with the stuff that requires me to write about the victim in this case, and hopefully we can get to some playtesting next time. But I don't know. Let me just before that actually. Let me go see if there's anything in specific I missed. Okay, folder. Hey, Rotten Apple. Yeah, you are a little late. Right now I'm trying to test things. To make sure things work before I stop. But you are slightly late. But welcome in either way. Um let's see here. Yeah, okay, I got that. Yep. More than one trial, yep. Oh, okay, that makes sense. So the plan so far, as of right now, is I'm gonna try to. First of all, I'm setting this in a separate universe where, in between the third game and Apollo Justice, which, yes, I know technically it should be in between the third game and Investigations 1. Yeah, right now. The plan is that it takes place in a separate universe where Matt is a lawyer, Matt on guard is a lawyer, not by choice, but through force, from Shelley. And, you know, it's Seems like it's gonna be pretty fun, or at least from what I've written so far. Basically, Shu gets held for ransom, but if Matt's able to acquit anyone that Shelly has been hired by, then he gets to walk out a free man. Also, I didn't realize that intro.txt had to go out. Oh no, it does go in here. Okay, cool. Yeah. And it's going to be 5 cases. I've already got the first 2 written out, or at least plan wise, I've got them written out. And I've got like all the baseline stuff figured out. But I don't exactly have the scripts for anything past case 2. Yeah, the miracle. Well, the miracle kind of happened. The miracle happened in the sense of he got locked in prison in the first place, but it's sort of like a Blackwell situation where they let a prisoner be, instead of a prosecutor, a defense attorney. So it's less so that the miracle never happened, but more so that the miracle did happen, but Shelly is a cheating bastard. Yeah. Okay, I'm trying to. Why is it saying that there's? I'm gonna guess there's probably something I'm missing here. Hold on. Make it called data. Uh. Okay. So, according to that, I should be able to launch the game and have it show up with the case menu. Unless it's maybe just that I don't have the, You know what, just as a placeholder, I'm gonna go into games. Go to data. Nope, not quote. Okay, there we go. Gonna actually close that before we go any further. But as I was saying, put the colon because we need that. And guess we probably do need the icon art, but we'll just make it Shu because I don't have icon art yet. Although hopefully soon we will have it. Alrighty. Now, here's hoping that just fixes it. Because if not, it's gonna be real awkward. Add folder. Games. That one. Choose. Could not find a Pyrite game. Huh. Yes, the yapper did happen. What am I missing? Wait, hold on. Is it maybe? This would be stupid, but is it maybe that there's not supposed to be a games folder in this folder? I swear, the next time I get disconnected, I'm gonna throw this thing out the window. Nah, I'm kidding. But let's see here. I already have that copied. Cool. Now let's go there. I guess if it'd be anywhere, it'd be there? Question mark? Oh, that's just a config file. That really doesn't help too much. I have no idea where this would be. Or where I should put this, because it's saying that there's a games folder. There's not. Which is just one of the many issues. Okay, we've already been over the doc config. Yep. Fonts. I don't think it'd be under there. Definitely not under there. Oh my. Yep, happened again. Because of course it did. Uh, yeah, I've no idea where this should be put. So I guess it's fine where it was. So I'm going back far enough to where yep, I'm back here. Okay. So maybe. Just maybe. I have no idea what I'm doing. Which, yeah, but, maybe I just did something wrong and I didn't catch it. Like, maybe did I misspell intro or something? Or maybe. Hold on. Let me try something. Just so I know. Do I have to have both of the folders, like, currently using, or do they both have to have something in it in order for it to work? I hope so, because if not, I have no idea in the slightest. Nope. Hmm. I have no idea. And I honestly wish I did, but I got nothing. I have no idea what I did wrong. But here's hoping that by tomorrow I have that figured out. um Oh god. Maybe I'm in over my head. I don't know. But either way, I guess this is it. So to those of you who are watching this, good afternoon, good night, and good morning. Bye bye now.